But let's go ahead and toss things out to Fox Weather's Bayne Froney, who has been standing out with us over the last couple of days. Bayne, you started your journey in South Carolina. Now you're here along the Jersey Shore. I was watching you with Steve Bender. You had literal gloves on, and it's kind of jarring because I'm not ready for glove season just yet, but truly this is ushering in a very cold weather pattern, and I feel like all the reporters we've been speaking to over the day today have really been driving home how chilly it's been outside, in addition to the intense winds.
Yeah, Haley, I'm not ready for the glove weather either. And this was a rude awakening for sure. I actually forgot to put them on for this hit, but I would have had them on because it is so chilly. But, you know, to your point, I've been kind of tracking this storm, me and my team, for the past couple of days. We were out starting on Wednesday, and we started in Charleston, South Carolina. And that was where, honestly, it was the best day of the week because nothing was going on quite yet. We had sunshine. I got a sunburn. I was enjoying the beach. I was boogie boarding. I was having the best time ever. And then things took a turn very quickly. I mean, of course, we had that cold front that rolled on through, Haley, and that was when the winds picked up. The temperatures dropped in South Carolina. I mean, we had wind gusts up to 35, 40 miles per hour where I was at. And of course, that rough surf was causing so much of that beach erosion as well. That was a major impact for a lot of folks, and I know a lot of people go to Charleston to enjoy some vacations, trying to enjoy the beach, and it was just not a good time for them at all. I mean, we saw that cooler air coming on in, and the rain as well. We were picking up close to 2 inches of rain in just a couple of days, but also they're battling king tides in Charleston, South Carolina. So we saw top 10 record high tides in Charleston, and to kind of reiterate, Charleston is an area that does deal with quite a bit of flooding normally, just because it is below sea level. It's located below sea level. The highest part of Charleston is only 8 feet above sea level. So they do see quite a bit of that coastal flooding already. But I mean, with the king tides coming in on top of this nor'easter that was forming off the coast, it was a rough time for a lot of people. I mean, we were over in a parking lot and it was just completely flooded. I mean, up to 6 inches, up to my knees at some points. And so driving around Charleston was really, really tough, especially to end off the week. Now, moving into the next couple of days after that, we headed up the coast towards New Jersey. And that was actually yesterday where we were over in Sea Heights, over into New Jersey, portions off the shore. And that was where we saw those wave heights were just so intense. I've never seen waves that big in my entire life. It was absolutely incredible to see, but also a little bit of a scary situation. And we were on the boardwalk there, and there were police patrolling, making sure folks were staying far away enough from the ocean that they weren't in any danger. And I mean, absolutely no one was out there. The rain was just pouring. The winds were howling. We saw 50 to 55 mile per hour wind gusts from where we were at over in New Jersey. And it was a rough day yesterday. Now, the impacts did not stop there. I mean, now we moved up to Long Beach here in New York. And I mean, the conditions were tough. We actually did end up seeing, though, some very brave souls. They were out there surfing earlier today. And I mean, they were catching some really great waves. We actually ended up speaking to a couple of those surfers, and they were telling us that, you know, they're professionals. They know this area really well. They know those currents as well. And this is not a spot for amateurs to be out there, or for people that are not strong swimmers. And I was staying on the shore for sure during all of this, but it was really amazing to see these wave heights. I mean, we were getting up to 10-foot waves coming up just to near the shore, and even further out, we got a recording from a buoy, about 15 to 16-foot waves recorded just a little bit a ways away from where we were at here on Long Beach. But I mean, the wind gusts were also howling once again here, Haley. I mean, 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts were impacting us earlier this afternoon. Even this evening right now, the rain has finally stopped. The wind is dying down, so that is kind of the ending chapter of this storm. This nor'easter is kind of heading out, breaking apart, moving away from us, which is good news. But we still have some intense winds. I mean, I believe sustained winds are somewhere between 10, 15, maybe even 20 miles per hour for some folks. We're still having wind gusts up to 30, 35 miles per hour. And of course, Haley, you know this, that, in the next couple of hours, we still have a chance to see some more of that rain rolling in. We're actually getting some lighter showers currently right now. We've been dry for quite a bit. But so we could still see a little bit more of that rain coming through. Of course, the gusty winds and the rough surf, that's going to continue in tomorrow. Probably won't be until Wednesday that New York starts to see a little bit more of that sunshine coming on in. But yeah, Haley, it's been a journey the past week or so, watching this system come together just off the coast of the Carolinas and just trekking up the eastern seaboard. We've had so many reporters and meteorologists out tracking this system and, following this storm. It's been an adventure, and, we've seen quite a bit of flooding, that coastal erosion, that beach erosion as well for a lot of communities. So definitely a storm that has definitely left its vengeance and left its mark in a couple of areas, especially into the Carolinas, where we did see so much of that flooding, Haley.
Yeah, definitely, Bayne. I mean, one thing that these men who are outside and working in these storms will never understand, how your hair gets in the way when it's a windy day. It is such a pain in the butt. And I know you've been dealing with it all day today. And also losing your hat. I lose my hat all the time. I don't know if it's because I have a small head or something, but you and I need to figure something out, because you've lost your hat twice.
We need to get some bobby pins.
Yeah. And you know what? You just have to laugh it off. But Bayne, you've had some incredible coverage over the last couple of days, and we really appreciate you. But my last question, would you rather be in Charleston, South Carolina right now, or are you ready to jump in bed?
Oh, Haley, that's a hard question. Oh my gosh. Charleston was beautiful, but I'm a little tired. I'm ready for bed. I'll go to Charleston later.
Yeah, I can only imagine. All right, well, Bayne, thanks so much. We'll be checking back in with you in just a little bit.